knowledgeable
Your team is not bad either.
Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
All right, y'all. That bullshit lost last week. Let's get back on the right track.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing
the crowd.
More importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On second down, he'll let it fly. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to
playing the computer game.
Line to fly up
Through a screen, and then got hit.
Right over their head.
Forward, and called
just
it
a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the middle. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there.
She was pretty fun.
Takes the handoff. It's Scott. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Man, nowhere to run on that field at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Zings it complete to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback with that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Came back. I thought he was going to keep running up.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing to wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The give to the tailback. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Dogs want to move quickly. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the change for a 1st down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive.
Get that. Okay, he was hiding behind that nigga.
Taking it the other way. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, NC State. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
But did you get done playing the one with just me and you?
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog
Oh, I'm about to
offense.
say that. The big
thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And it's really frustrating. In his spot, he's in the hole, he's there to do his job, and you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back, you got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Looking for a gap. It's Scott. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
You gonna stay up and play that dude? You gonna stay up and play that dude? Or does he not close enough? Yeah. Oh, shit. Really?
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Like fucking, 9 or 10.
Give to the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of down.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTEP. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Touch pass on the jet sweep. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of the spot.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Bro, I cannot stand fucking playing Moss, bro. I really can't stand that.
That
motherfucker gets such...
Watch the offensive line here.
You know, maybe it's just him, like he just knows how to play.
The quarterback decides,
like some of them throws,
he dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
It's a good-looking run. And I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical. But every game we play, they always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They put many running backs into the NFL. But it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And a lot of times you want those big plays, you want those splash plays.
Always.
Sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's caught downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
They gotta be a false start, bro.
Going up top on first down. Now adjusting.
How dare you?
Looking left.
Oh!
Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Again,
now that, and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
Right to the outside.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown,
you're going to use it one of them, aren't you?
The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Matthews. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Going with the ground game left. He's there to make the stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some...
That is crazy.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Come on, nigga, you're done. You're done. You're done, period, man. Don't even worry about getting back, ever getting back in the game.
So you want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where we're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Touch pass on the right.
Bro, what?
And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Cut up. Fucking goddamn, bro.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
You start with this kind of field position, if you have to settle for a field goal attempt, demoralizing. Third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. The 40. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Georgia, 14.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
Offense set on first down. They'll go to the air. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays.
And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, North Carolina coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Turned up with my new. Who? Yeah, the Rams won by 1. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how. I don't know if he went for it on 2 at the end, but yeah, Rams won by 1. The Lions tricked out that game, in the first half. He was up 14-0.
NC State sending the offense
Rams came back and scored.
We'll see if that failed
then this nigga got the ball back.
David sort of
he got pressured, and he just chucked the ball downfield.
Go for it. Be aggressive.
Nobody was open. He just chucked the ball downfield. Like a pick.
Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. This crowd knows when to bring it. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It's funny, like, I was like...
And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, my quarterback, balling or whatever. I think if we taking that shit so personal.
Really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And I fucking, I went to go look at the thing. That nigga fucking was like threw for like 700, 800. Like nigga,
he'll bring it out. It's deep. White. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
Because he be doing that cheesy shit. I mean, it shit don't work against fucking users most of the time. The only reason we went to overtime last night because I forgot about that little stupid ass rally.
Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
No, the one
down by 17. It's not
where like he kind of get that.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to
where the nigga like runs a fade and the corner just stops running at the top of the route.
Return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could.
Yeah, I mean, because that's how you beat me.
Great job.
That's how you beat me when we had the franchise like a while ago. I was like, man, that's some cheesy ass shit, bro.
Line gets set, first down. He's gonna pass. Getting some heat. The pocket starts to collapse. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
NC State will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, NC State! And the stomping has commenced. The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year. But I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work.
Wait, did you
on
play?
offense.
Did you
They
play
face
Georgia
a pretty
already?
tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24. But if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
You're the only big
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Brings up second down.
I don't know how this one works.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
One for you.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On fourth down, looking to pass.
Turn around. Oh, man.
All kinds of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a great example of a receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backwards. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
He's got his man. Good, solid tackle. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air.
On his ass.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
NC State 38, Georgia 14.
Y'all talk already?
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. He's looking to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. They'll leave it with the lone back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
On 4th down, looking for the completion.
Yeah.
And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. You got to be honest. I like it.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. The give, and tick, 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 tick. At the 45.
He took that nigga smooth out. I kept on running to that nigga side.
6 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage trying to throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. This is a designed run. He got it down to the 3, and that was 3 yards too short as the defense makes the 4th and goal stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your good offense, man.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air.
Back or something.
Skips away from pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the grab. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting.